I rode with Billy. I even got a badge to wear. If you got a minute, I'll tell you all about it.
The number of Lincoln County Regulators varied over time, but at their peak strength during the Lincoln County War, 1878, there were roughly 20 to 25 active members involved in the most intense periods of fighting. Here are some of the best-known corps members.
The Regulators. They rode for justice and died for it.
During the spring of 1878, Lincoln County, New Mexico, was on the brink of civil war. Corruption, cattle rustling, and murder plagued the land, and justice was sold to the highest bidder. Out of this lawless chaos rode a group of young men sworn in as deputies, but remembered as outlaws. They called themselves the Regulators. Led by men like Dick Brewer, Billy the Kid, and Doc Scurlock, the Regulators were bound by loyalty and vengeance, determined to avenge the killing of their employer, John Tunstall. Among them was a quiet figure, a farmer, a friend, a man who didn't speak much, but always rode when it mattered. His name was Charlie Bowdre. Charles Meriwether Bowdre was a real-life cowboy, rancher, and gunman. Born in Wilkes County, Georgia, around 1848, to Albert and Lucy Bowdre. Raised in DeSoto County, Mississippi, after his family moved there in 1853. Eldest of at least 9 siblings. Both parents died by the time he was about 22. Prompting him to leave home and drift west. He became close friends with Doc Scurlock, and for a time they tried their hand, making cheese near the Gila River in Arizona's desert land. It's said that Billy the Kid worked there too, before legend had taken its toll. But the cheese operation folded spring of '76, and they drifted east to Lincoln. Together they leased land from Murphy's firm, which set them at odds with Chisholm's herd. It was business maybe, it was trouble sure, and that line would soon be blurred. But soon their stock began to vanish. Night by night, it slipped away. Charlie, Doc, and their new neighbors, George Coe, Dick Brewer, they wouldn't stay.
I've had enough. I'm breaking my lease with Murphy.
They had found out a suspect was in jail at Lincoln, and the Coe cousins George and Frank and their cousin Ab Saunders, Doc Scurlock, and Charlie rode to Lincoln and freed cattle rustler Jesus Largo from jail and lynched him outside of town. Sheriff Saturnino Baca did nothing, and no charges were ever filed. Involvement in the Lincoln County War, Bowdre joined the Regulators seeking justice for the murder of John Tunstall, fought alongside Billy the Kid, George Coe, Dick Brewer, Doc Scurlock, and others. He fought at Blazer's Mill, where Dick Brewer was killed, married Manuela Herrera, making him the brother-in-law of Doc Scurlock, who married her half-sister.
Sire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them.
Months before his death, Charlie Bowdre sat beside a small campfire thumbing through the Bible. He looked up at Billy and asked, "You ever hear of live by the sword, die by the sword?"
You ever hear of live by the sword, die by the sword?
Put your sword back in its place, for all who draw the sword will die by the sword.
He continued to ride with Billy the Kid after the Lincoln County War. In December 1880, he was with Billy at Stinking Springs when Pat Garrett's posse set up an ambush. On December 23, 1880, Bowdre stepped out of the hideout wearing Billy's sombrero. Mistaken for Billy, he was shot multiple times. He staggered backward into the doorway and died almost instantly.
Telegram just came in from Lincoln. Charlie Bowdre's body has been recovered from the fight at Stinking Springs. Word is, he still had a photograph in his pocket. Blood-soaked, but still there. A final keepsake, carried to the very end.
Good. His mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. Cut! Let's do it again, partner.
If this tale struck your fancy, hitch your wagon to our channel and subscribe for more frontier history.
Excuse me, what was the Lincoln County War?
Part of World War II.
Excuse me, who won the Lincoln County War? Lincoln, as in President Lincoln?
Excuse me, what was the Lincoln County War?
Excuse me, what's your favorite Billy the Kid movie?
The Tombstone.
Tombstone.